Hello, and thanks so much for joining us for this special edition of News 5. I'm Diane Derby. In this broadcast, we are highlighting just a few of the special people who have received the Jefferson Awards from News 5. One of our local winners also took home a national Jefferson Award this year for her outstanding public service. The Jefferson Awards are a prestigious nationwide program founded in part by Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis more than 50 years ago. The awards honor the unsung heroes in our community who multiply good. And we need your help to discover these gems in our community. You can scan the QR code on your screen for a link to the nomination form. There's also a link to that form on KOAA.com. Look for it at the top of our homepage. One of our Jefferson Award winners we're highlighting is Michelle Vaca. She's a dental hygienist who began her nonprofit by bringing care directly to people who cannot get out of their homes. Her offices at Community Dental Health in Colorado Springs and Pueblo look like any other dental practice. The big difference, though, is the prices. Vaca is the founder and executive director. She says her mission is to offer the highest quality dental care at the lowest prices possible. Her nonprofit began in 2006. At the time, it was called Senior Mobile Dental. She brought dental care to nursing homes and anywhere seniors gathered.
You're just doing this for free for people?
Yeah, or very, very low.
How did you live?
I was a low-income family. And even though that was hard, it was one of the greatest experiences because we walked that walk, you know, the people that I'm serving now, too.
Michelle Vaca received a national Jefferson Award during a ceremony in New York City in October. We'll show you scenes from that special night coming up a little later in this broadcast. The arts play such a vital role in our lives, and one Colorado Springs woman has spent a lifetime making arts and culture accessible to everyone. Linda Weiss is a person who is multiplying good in our community, and that's why she's the recipient of a News 5 Jefferson Award.
Hello, it's a fantastic day.
Whether she's hosting her children's show Simple Gift Series on PBS,
I want to go outside. I want to see everything.
or hosting dozens of children for a free playgroup at the historic City Auditorium in downtown Colorado Springs,
We can sing this little song, dancing, singing all day long.
Linda Weiss is determined to make sure anyone who wants to learn about the arts can.
Why would I not do it if I know I can do it? I was given gifts from God to bring music somewhere, somehow.
A gifted pianist and singer, she was trained at the highly competitive performing arts school Juilliard in New York City.
Tea is nice, so water can be cold or warm. This was not in my crystal ball. I'm supposed to be singing opera.
Instead, 30 years ago, she created the Colorado Springs Conservatory to bring world-class performing arts education to the region. Now she spends most of her time as the president and CEO of the Colorado Springs Community Cultural Collective. It's a nonprofit dedicated to preserving and revitalizing the city auditorium. Her day starts at a time many of us are sleeping.
Technically, my alarm is set for 4 a.m., but sometimes I get up before that.
Why 4?
Because it's quiet.
By midday, she's ready for a nap. She calls herself the queen of power naps.
I just get in my chair and I do this, and then the alarm goes off, and I'm like, okay, let's go.
By evening, you'll see her at community events many nights during the week.
I want to make sure that I'm supporting the people that support me.
And somehow she also squeezes in time to record episodes of her PBS program that focuses on early childhood music and literacy.
How about we use solfege to sing our C major scale?
A show created during COVID with the help of alumni of the Colorado Springs Conservatory.
We talked about all of the pieces that need to be there: social, emotional, cognitive, motor skills, phonological awareness, numeracy.
And her work on the show, all done for free.
People would say it's insane, but I can't not do it and know that I can. The world is falling apart. And if you can do something to make it a little bit better, why would you not do it?
And that's why she's the latest winner of the News 5 Jefferson Award. Linda Weiss, we are so proud to present to you the News 5 Jefferson Award. Congratulations. Jefferson Award winner created a program that has helped more than 900 people in our community transition from military to civilian life. Meet Nanette Brede-Mueller.
Yay! Thanks, Robert. Thank you.
If you spend any time around retired Army Colonel Nanette Brede-Mueller and her therapy dog Disney, you know she's good at making connections. And if you're transitioning out of the military, she'll probably ask you, what do you want to be when you grow up?
The first thing she said to me is, what do you want to be when you grow up? And when you're 55 years old at the time, that's kind of a daunting question to ask.
Retired Air Force Colonel Paul Price met Brede-Mueller at her volunteer-led week-long workshop called Prep Connect 360. That was in 2014. Now, nearly 10 years later, Price is the Director of Operations at Mount Carmel Veterans Service Center in Colorado Springs.
I never left Mount Carmel. I continued to stay here and try to walk in the path that she already showed, is trying to take care of the other people.
For 10 years, the Prep Connect 360 workshops were hosted at the Pikes Peak Workforce Center in El Paso County and at Mount Carmel. They provided additional training like resume writing, networking, and interviewing skills to active duty military, veterans, and their spouses to help them transition to civilian jobs.
When you take off the uniform, your identity kind of goes on that hanger because your rank was there, your branch MOS, the fact that you're in an Army uniform or a Marine uniform or whatever, that's gone. And now you're walking into a business meeting in civilian clothes that has none of that identification on it. And so now you have to re-identify yourself. You have to redefine yourself.
There's an assumption that the employer knows who the veterans are and what they bring to the table for that employer. And that in many cases is just not true.
Veteran Dean Miller showed up for the Prep Connect 360 workshop once he realized trying to get a job as a civilian was not as easy as he expected.
The ability to tell how your skill set is of value to that employer is a skill all in itself. And unfortunately, I know I didn't leave the service with that skill, and Nanette brought it to the table for many of us, for sure.
Miller's story, a successful ending too. He's now the Chief of Media Operations at the Air Force Academy. He credits Brede-Mueller with helping him get there.
And so she formed a coalition of volunteers to help her, over 50 community organizations ultimately that helped her. And the end result is 900 successful families and service members who have transitioned into our community.
But countless more.
And countless more.
You couldn't even put a number on it.
And that's a story people need to know.
It's that story, that commitment to this community that have earned her the News 5 Jefferson Award. Nanette Brede, we are so proud to present to you the News 5 Jefferson Award. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
It's not just adults who are multiplying good in our community. One of our Jefferson Award recipients is just 10 years old, and she's been doing good in our area since she was a toddler. I talked with her about some of the experiences that have shaped her the most. Isabella Hennard was only 2 years old when she first started to volunteer. The toddler in her plastic red helmet helped firefighters fill the boot for the Muscular Dystrophy Association.
She's got the kindest heart I've ever seen in a child.
Her grandparents behind the push to get her started.
Every day she's planning something new.
Whether she's helping to build beds for foster kids in need, passing out care packages for law enforcement on family trips out of state, or running alongside them as they raise money for Special Olympics.
We ran 4 miles, never stopping.
Isabella is always thinking of ways to help.
One year she got Valentines and handed them out to the soldiers in Walmart.
The moment's filled with important life lessons. The bed she built alongside Love Your Neighbor at Pulpit Rock Church set off with permanent reminders of just how valued the children sleeping in them are.
We put stamps on it that said, you are seen, you are known, you are loved. So when you're on the bottom bunk, kids can look up and see that inspiring message.
But not all lessons she's learning and passing on among her peers are easy.
On December 15th, 2022, a drunk driver hit my uncle, killing him. Then the driver fled the scene.
An essay she wrote for DARE, a powerful personal account of her loss.
You have to learn about alcohol, cigarettes, smoking, pot, everything and how to say no to people.
Saying no to the bad and yes to the good. An inspiring little girl making big impacts across southern Colorado. That's why she's the latest winner of the News 5 Jefferson Award. Isabella Hennard, we are so proud to present to you the News 5 Jefferson Award. Congratulations.
It says, the power of service to others. That's what you do.
Coming up on this special edition of News 5, she gave her brother the gift of life, all while saving her own life along the way. Their incredible story, her sacrifice, and why she's a recipient of a News 5 Jefferson Award. Stay with us. Welcome back to News 5 Special Edition, recognizing people who are multiplying good in our community. Right now, I want to tell you about a woman who saved her brother's life. It was an act of selflessness that ended up saving her life, too. Meet Jefferson Award winner Pauline Montoya.
Just follows that lady.
Finding time to go on a walk together has not been so easy for Marcos Flores and his sister Pauline Montoya. 3 days a week for the last 3 years. He's been hooked up to a dialysis machine for 4 hours each time. He says high blood pressure and diabetes led to both of his kidneys failing. And you didn't get depressed?
Sometimes, but I didn't let it get to me.
His sister wanted to help, but was not healthy enough herself to donate one of her kidneys.
When we first found out, I was 243 pounds, and you have to be healthy. You know, you have to have a good BMI in order to donate.
So she started her journey to get healthy, losing 100 pounds.
You know, I feel like I'm 20 years younger, and I just can't stop smiling.
And this summer, she was able to give her brother the gift of life.
We were like 2 rooms right next to each other and waved goodbye, and of course they take me first, and then, you know, we're off and running. But for me, it wasn't very bad because I think of all the things I did for my health to get there. Because I felt like afterwards it was, don't make me laugh, don't make me cough, and getting up and down hurt, like if you were just really sore in your stomach. But I'd say within 2 weeks, I just felt so much better. By a month, I felt like I was 100%.
The only hesitation she had going in,
what if I need a kidney? Then what happens to me, you know? And I was really, it was nice for them to tell me that if I donate a kidney and something in the future happens, I would be at the top of the list.
If you followed my journey with my brother.
Now she spends part of her time coaching others about healthy eating and sharing her experiences donating a kidney on her Facebook page, Kidney for Better Life.
I saw how he was suffering before. I saw how he was tied to that machine 3 days a week for hours. And it was a miracle that he doesn't have to do that anymore. And I just hope that that miracle can then help other people have their miracle too, you know? And just see how this has been a great experience. And I can't even describe how blessed I feel now, especially with how great he's doing.
Spreading good and multiplying good. That's why Pauline Montoya is the latest winner of the News 5 Jefferson Award. Pauline Montoya, we are so proud to present to you the News 5 Jefferson Award. Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
Yay!
There is hope, and it doesn't matter where you're coming from. It doesn't matter which age you are. Like, you can live a healthier, better life, and then to, you know, have something like this where I can spread my experience and hopefully let others have their miracle, like I said, through telling my story.
Welcome back. Every month we recognize someone whose community service multiplies good across our area. It's all part of the News 5 Jefferson Award. In this special, we are sharing some of their stories with you. Stories of people like Amanda Suddeth, who gives away nutritious food to anyone in need, no questions asked. Every month, the line outside this drive-up mobile food pantry in Penrose is filled with hundreds of families.
People start lining up around 2 a.m.
For something that starts at 10 a.m.
At 10 a.m., yep.
My Neighbor's Cupboard volunteer Tina Pavetti says no one is turned away.
All the people that don't qualify anywhere, they qualify with us. Normally, you usually get about a month's worth of food per family. Yeah, so it helps out a lot of people.
People like Violet Kochevar, who on this day was in line hours before the gates to the pantry opened.
She's one of the largest distributors of food in this area. I pick up for another little man that can't come.
Rebecca Cardinal drives more than an hour to pick up food for herself and 3 other families in her town.
It's a very joyful moment when I get back up there and I'm like, oh my goodness, wait till you see the oranges or the cucumbers or tomatoes, and oh, wait till you get the eggs. And you have no idea what it's like to hand an older person a dozen eggs and a gallon of milk and just see them hit the floor in tears because they haven't had eggs or milk in months.
It really becomes a mission. You want to make sure that the people around you have the things that they need because you've gone without yourself.
Founder Amanda Sudduth spent part of her early adulthood as a single mom trying to get by.
I remember the first food bank I ever went to was the last. They handed me this big bag of beans, and I didn't even have electricity at that time. Things were really rough. What am I going to do with a pot of beans? As a 19-year-old mom, I certainly could have used some help with how to cook those beans, how to make that work, but instead they ended up in the garbage, and I never went back because that wasn't help. That was, here's some food, good luck, have a nice day. It wasn't investing and caring.
Lord Jesus, we thank you for this opportunity.
But Sudduth is investing and caring and passing on important life lessons to her team and her neighbors.
Talking to a young woman that had several children, and I said, Amanda, we have a new customer. And she said, no, they're not our customers. They're our neighbors and they're our friends.
It's a mission centered on loving her neighbors well.
I've always had the theory of if you get asked to do something and there's not a reason that you can't physically go do it, get up and go do it. You can change somebody's life by just getting up and going and doing something.
It's that mission, that devotion to her community that has earned her the News 5 Jefferson Award. Amanda Sudduth, we are so proud to give you the News 5 Jefferson Award. Congratulations. It says multiplying good, Amen. The power of service to others.
I cannot think of anyone that would deserve it more. They take good care of us. They offer prayers, companionship, true love.
This is something that God put me on. It's not something that I could ever have come up with or done on my own. I am not that cool of a person, which is why an award is weird, because I'm just doing what He called me to do.
Welcome back. At the beginning of our program, we introduced you to Michelle Vaca. She's the dental hygienist who provides high-quality dental care to anyone in need at a very low cost. She received a Jefferson Award from News 5 because of the good she does in our community. And in October, she was recognized on the national stage. I traveled with her to New York City to share the awards ceremony filled with people just like her.
This prestigious award is presented to a remarkable woman whose exceptional contributions to elder care have made a profound impact on her community. Michelle Vaca.
That's the moment. Colorado Springs' own Michelle Vaca won one of 5 National Jefferson Awards for outstanding service benefiting local communities. Her nonprofit grew so much, they now have 2 dental offices in our area. The inspiring story we shared back in 2022 about the dental hygienist's selfless service shown to a room in New York City filled with the nation's top leaders in community service. Gratifying and multiplying good in our community. Vaca created Senior Mobile Dental in Southern Colorado to get care to people who could not afford it or could not access it. It expanded into 2 permanent dental offices in Colorado Springs and Pueblo, now called Community Dental Health. The nonprofit offers affordable dental care to anyone in need at a fraction of the cost.
We are healthcare providers. A lot of people don't realize how important dental hygienists play in the role of overall healthcare.
A critical and sometimes life-saving role she acknowledges would not be possible without the team behind her.
I'm representing my staff. I had the vision, but I'm only as good as the staff and the team that are surrounding us and that's taking care of our people. It's a community effort, and that's the amazing thing. The people that we have, they are the face of community dental health, and our patients appreciate and love my staff, and they are well taken care of.
Patient Richard Clark told us back in 2022 that Vaca and her team were a godsend to him.
It's more than a wonderful resource. The staff is phenomenal. They are courteous and kind. It doesn't matter who you are. They're not looking at a status in life. They see you as someone in need that needs help, and they're here to guide.
Improving lives, helping her community. Michelle Vaca's work now recognized on a national level with an award created in part by Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis more than 50 years ago.
It's a room of champions tonight, really.
It's amazing. And for me I was just honored to be a part of all these amazing people and what they're doing. Wow. Be a solution to a problem.
Anyone can multiply good.
Anybody can. If I can, anybody can, that's for sure.
You're doing it, my friend.
Thank you.
Congratulations to Michelle Vaca and all of our Jefferson Award winners. Thank you for the positive impact you are having on people right here in our community. And a reminder, you can nominate someone for a Jefferson Award. There's a QR code on your screen right now. Just scan that code for a link to the nomination form. There is also a link to that form at KOAA.com. Look for it at the top of our homepage. Thanks so much for joining us.